Hello everyone, today our group will present about quality problem of a company and our group choose Grab. First is introduction. Grab is an apps-based ride service that are similar to Uber that had been used in the United States and Grab was commonly used in Asia. Different from any other local taxi or rental car service, which is sometimes not so much reliable in many cities and places, Grab are allowing its user to quickly book a ride from their phone, wait for it to pick it up, and then pay with cash or using its own apps. Next is how does this apps works. Grab's allowing its user to get to book a taxi up to 7 days earlier using the official apps and GPS service. Grab's provides a wide range of automobile and taxi choices to suit the needs of all types of customers. It enables the customer to select the most appropriate alternative for their requirement and budget. Move on to company background. Grab Holding Incorporation or Singaporean multinational company and its headquarters was based in Singapore itself. The company first began it as My Taxi apps in Kuala Lumpur in 2012 and then the next year they expanded it and it became Grab Taxi and lastly as Grab. The company moved their headquarters to Singapore at the year of 2014 and the company started their operation mostly in Asia. The founder for Grab and the one who get the idea to create a taxi booking mobile apps for Southeast Asia was Anthony Tan. During his study at the Harvard Business School, Anthony Tan launched his very first apps known as My Taxi, partnered up with Tan Hui Ling, which is also graduated at Harvard. My Taxi was first started with an initial grant which came from Harvard Business School and also from Anthony Tan's personal capital. The very next year, they changed My Taxi became Grab Taxi before it then rebranded as Grab in January 2016. Next is early expansions of Grab company. Early expansion for Grab was started at 2013, which is in August. It expands to Philippines, then following with Singapore and Thailand in October at the same year. Then they had their first launch at Vietnam, located at Ho Chi Minh City in February 2014, and few months later they expanded their operation at Jakarta in Indonesia in June. Also, at the same year, the company had launched their first GrabBike service as a trial service at Ho Chi Minh City. In 2015, the GrabBike service has spread throughout all over the Vietnam and Indonesia as the service also providing a medical insurance to both passenger and the driver itself. In 2016, the company had done a lot of things, starting with their rebranded Grab Taxi as Grab, then they had added new functions into their apps called as Grab Chat, and lastly, they had introduced Grab Share. In 2017, the company had launched a GRABCAR service, which is booking vehicle for large passenger. The next year, which is in 2018 in March, Grab had merged their business with Uber Southeast Asian operations. Grab took over Uber asset and operation including Uber Eats as part of the deal, allowing Grab to expand its food delivery service. Not so long after, the company introduced their new car service referred as GRABCAR Plus, which is the service that offers a larger vehicle in exchange with 20% premium fee. Then move on to the year of 2019. There was a lot of new service and other things that the company had do. Started with the company make an announcement regarding the new Singapore headquarters that they want to build in Warnold. Then the company launched Grab Pet in Singapore, which is passenger with pets will be assigned to Grab driver who have received training in pet management and who accept animals in their vehicle under the new service. Grab then established its first cloud kitchen in Indonesia as part of its meal delivery business. After that, Grab announced that they had teamed with Japan Taxi and Careem to allow certain users in Japan and the Middle East to book rides using the Grab apps. And lastly is Grab and Gojek are reportedly in talks to merge their business in what could be the Southeast Asia's largest internet mobile merger.
There are three problems that we have discovered in GRABCAR company, which is ineffective management, issues regarding the safety of the customers and also for the drivers, and abusive price. For the first one is ineffective management. For your information, Grab Malaysia has scored lowest ineffective crisis management, which has led them to many issues. Besides, they're also showing their disrespectful action to their workers, which we know that sometimes there are drivers who are being terminated without any reason. This just shows that their management system are too bad at functioning in helping to protect their companies and workers' images. Next is about safety issues. We all aware that there are news saying that some of the drivers has allegedly harassing their female customers. Some even rob their customers no matter what their genders are, and some even do both harassing and robbing their customers. This statement above is an article about a driver who held for robbery and also attempted rape. While there are also some cases saying that a female Grab driver has been harassed by their customer as well. And also there was a female Grab driver who almost being raped when she was on her way to drive her customers, which was to be said a couple of guys who were then trying to harass her on their way to the destination. But thanks to this quick-witted female Grab driver, who was then warned them saying that she has set a camera in her car for safety reasons, which also helped her to escape from becoming a harassment victim when she bravely told the suspects that she has set a camera in her car as a proof for her to shoot them if they do bad on her. Other than safety issues that are not even being handled by the Grab company, there are also some issues about Grab has been fined by Malaysia Competition Commission for breaching anti-monopoly laws. This news proved that Grab cannot even protect their workers' rights and also been said abusing the customers by setting an inappropriate prices to customers, which their drivers also claim that they did not know how Grab itself set the fare for the customers, which shows that they are literally abusing customers by giving a high fares, and in other hand, abusing their drivers by taking penalties if the driver insisted to take customer for some reason, such as too far but the fare are cheaper than usual, and if the driver has other personal things to do, they could not reject their customers since Grab always have that auto accept offer for the drivers.
Okay, the Grab company having problem is the main problem it is facing is ineffective management. There are 4 problems faced by Grab companies. Among them are safety of customer, safety of Grab driver, breaching anti-monopoly law, and terminated without proper notice. For customer safety related issue, we can see that driver allegedly harass their female customer, especially when customer pick it up on their own at night without a friend. Then driver will start talking by driving them the wrong way and harassing them inside car when they are on the way to a destination by touching customer or making them feel uncomfortable. In addition, the next problem is the safety of Grab driver. It is because a female driver was nearly raped while she was on her way to push her client, who was believed to be several men, who then try to harass her on the way to the destination. Next, the problem related to breaching anti-monopoly law. This is said to be because the Malaysian Competition Commission (MIYZ) has proposed a fine to GRABCAR Sdn Bhd for violating anti-monopoly law followed the merger with Uber. This is showed Grab can even protect the right of their employers, and it's also seen abusing customer by giving high fare for no reason and low fares to distant place and is above their employers, who make them no choice but to accept offer. Further, the issue terminated without proper notice. It is evidence that the alleged driver was terminated without proper notification by Grab. They were not given any warning or notification, but were inadvertently stopped. By doing this, many Grab driver lost job and opportunities to provide service to customer. As we know, most Grab driver has quit their job by committing to becoming Grab driver. However, laying off driver can make them unemployed as their only job and their main source in generating money. This new case show how incorrect Grad management is toward their employers. Their action can clearly be start to violate the right of driver, but no action should be taken by correcting their management system, even though this is totally unfair and abusive made by the management. So for the action, the employer has taken action by making a complaint related to the problem that occurred to the Grad company, so that the problem can be resolved properly. Finally, as a solution step, the company Grad company agreed to compensation to Grab driver dismissal, and Grab company tighten law on customer for Grab drive safety. In addition, Grab driver given a second chance not to repeat his mistake.
Based on the fishbone diagram above, the main problem is ineffective management that happened in Grab company in Malaysia. Secondly, the safety of customer using Grab service, especially for female customer. The driver will start using the opportunity by driving them to the wrong way and harass them in the car when they are on their way to the destination, by touching the customer or making them felt uncomfortable. So it will affect customers' emotion and they will totally afraid to taking Grab at night. Next is female Grab driver almost raped when she was on her way to drive her customer, which was to be believed a couple of guys, which then trying to harass her on their way to the destination. The female driver must be so shocked and traumatized because of the incident happened to her, and probably she will resign as a driver. There are also some issues about them in management which can be proven when Grab was mentioned in the news lately. That proposed a fine on GRABCAR in November for breaching anti-monopoly laws following their merger with Uber. This news shows that Grab cannot even protect their workers' rights, and also being seen abusing the customers by giving high fares for no reason. Lastly, we are also familiar with the issues about some drivers who were allegedly terminated without proper notice by Grab. They did not being given warning or any notice, but has been terminated suddenly. It will affect many Grab drivers lost their job and opportunity to give service to customer. As we are aware that most of Grab driver has quit their permanent job by committing in becoming Grab driver so that they will get more income when work as a Grab. However, by terminating the driver could make them jobless, since it is their only job and main of source in making money.
The next part, I will explain about the suggestion for the solution in service facility of Grab. First, improve the level of safety for customer. This is because every customer has a right safety. For example, Grab service should provide strict instructions so that party who apply to Grab as a job can follow the rule standard set to ensure the safety of customer, and also create a safer platform for female driver and passenger because there have been increase in women Grab driver, so need to provide the new option which is selection for Grab for women. Second, improving accessibility of the Grab application. This opportunity to be creative and innovative on the service provided. For example, provide the attractive feedback to build a trust customers, such as make a video about the Grab service and sharing the video to get the offer bonus point and then can redeem some reward. Also provide the safety information details, which is driver and customer details such as destination, plate number and phone number, to make sure if anything happens they can report directly to the police immediately. Third, provide the best quality of customer service. The service provider are more effective, able to attract more customer. To get a competitive, need to capture positive customer perception. For example, Grab make easier for customer to use the service and treat customer well. Also provide various facility in terms of flexible payment method, and also customer can receive service on time. Next, be effective and systematic in management. To carry out work activity, require time management skill with effective. Also give a detailed process description for user who to use the service or apply as a job on the platform was provided with a clear description or waive payment to employment, and also Grad can reward employment who practice a great ethical and work culture. And lastly, create effective pricing strategy. Grab should provide discounted price because it can influence customer to make payment. Also, Grad service need to provide special price for certain groups such as student, and with available price can make as a first choice for customer. So that's all for suggestion for the solution in service facility of Grad.
In conclusion, Grab was indeed leading apps for transportation service at the Southeast Asia. The company had proven that they had come out with a better service than any other service. However, same as the other company as well, there is some problem that occur at the company during its operation. So we as well represent all the customer that using their service was very glad that we can manage to figure out and pointing out the problem that the company had and suggest the way to solve their problem. Together we help them to improve their quality management so that we can enjoy the other service that they might offer us soon. We hope that the company will continue to expand even further and will be continuously operating till the end. And that's all from us. Thank you.